was down at Life, chilling at the club. Chill with this girl and she was dancing. And it's about 2 in the morning. I'm talking to her and realized she had like 2 kids at home. Now I don't mind the 2 kids at home. That's all good. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing in the club at 2 in the fucking morning on a Wednesday night? What the fuck?
Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. I ain't never had a problem with a bitch. Young fly, yeah, nigga getting rich. Hit the club, got my bitches on the list. Drop some commas on some Prada, better holla cause I'm lit. He probably wonder where his mama at. Got DCF on the steps and the welcome mat. But my service with a burden, I'ma give him a brother. And if the youngin' get the wallet, he had camp for the summer. She fucking with me cause she know that I'm bout that. MKZ be the whip with the loud pack. 4 hoes deep and they latch to my belt strap. The crib reek of weed in the streets probably smell
Mommy's in the club.
She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. Babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club.
The club stops for nothing. She gotta get that party out her system somehow, and the bar's still jumping. So get your squad to meet with my squad in the car, straight bumping your favorite song about how men ain't shit and hit up the function. Only thing that can stop me is if a baby daddy run up on me. I'm with your baby mama, but she ain't got no baby body. I'm at the blazing sign. I've been rocking with the lady drama, product of what I drop, and I ain't about to waste a condom. Her last man had a problem with Ativan, and if he find out where she's hanging, he'll get in his battle stance. Now the club ain't no church and the church ain't no club, but she's happy to get her drink out and leave with a broke bum. And they'll call this misogynistic, like booty popping and pimping, cause I'm trying to fuck, but I'm also wondering where her kids is. And girls want to dance to songs that refer to women as bitches. If you let your kids dance to it too, don't cancel me for tripping.
Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the club. She gon' need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. She gon' need a babysitter. Mommy's in the.
What's going on, everybody? Yo, that is the homie Kev Sabo and the fellas with Thought Mommy's in the club. She gonna need a babysitter. Call a babysitter. Oh my God, that song's cracking me up. Love that song. Came out a year ago. You guys should definitely cop it on iTunes or wherever else it's being played. Let's talk about the topic today. Why should men avoid OnlyFans and single moms? Thank you, Simply Deep. The reason why, there's a lot of reasons why, right? But let's talk about it. And this is open for discussion. Anybody can hop on the panel. Anybody can hop on the panel tonight. All right. I'm going to say my feelings, why, or not my feelings, my facts on why men should stay away from scrippers, OnlyFans chicks, and single moms. All right. There's a lot in common that all 3 of these have. Okay. OnlyFans chicks and strippers. First of all, let's look at it. When you're in a relationship with a girl, you know, it's everything's a little bit private, right? Her body, your body is not shared with the world. When she's a stripper and when she's an OnlyFans girl, she's showing everybody what she got and what she works with. She's shoving things in holes on TV, on the screen to make money. Now, everybody knows what she works with. Everybody's seen what she's doing. Like, think about it this way. If you get with a very promiscuous girl, how do you know when she comes knocking on your door that the child that she's pregnant with is yours? You don't. And if you're hoping that the doctor is going to tell you that the child is not yours, they won't. They actually are, by law, don't have to reveal the paternity to the father without a court order. So you could be raising a kid not yours because you thought this chick on OnlyFans was wifey material. Come to find out, no. Okay, so red flags. Any woman that's overly promiscuous is a huge red flag. Let's look at it this way. Women have one utility that they know how to make money from. That is sex. Women sell sex like crack dealers sell crack. That's their default go-to. All right? Even in the biblical days, there were whorehouses. Women want money, so they sell ass. That's their thing. They don't create things. They're not very creative. They default to selling ass. Sucking dick and selling ass. So why would you get with a woman that likes to sell ass? So the shit that you are in, for a small fee, she'll give it to somebody else. All right? Single moms are looking for something very similar. Because all these women are doing is looking for a man to forgive them of their bad behavior and their bad reproductive decisions. Same thing with single moms. Single moms, they get with the wrong guy, right? And now they got kids by them. And now they want you to be daddy. Take on daddy role. Well, that's a horrible option for you. If you don't know what cuckoldry is, you are cuckolding yourself by getting with a single mom. Because you're taking on someone else's responsibility because she didn't make the right choices. So why do that? Why put yourself in that situation? It's stupid. Single moms they come with baggage. And each kid is a baggage. All right? And now, if you want kids and you're getting with the single mom, now you are raising someone else's kids. You have to take on the responsibility. And here's the thing. You're taking on the responsibility of raising someone's kids without the authority of knowing how to raise them right. You have no say-so in how those kids are raised. But you have absolutely every responsibility to make sure that their school clothes is nice, that they have food on their table, that they are fed, clean, taken care of, they go to summer camp, that they get the newest Xbox game. And that's stupid. Stupid. All right, so I'm going to open up the panel because that was my quick little 8-minute spiel. And we got Coco here. Hello, Coco.
Hello.
So tell me, do you agree that men should avoid OnlyFans chicks, strippers, and single moms?
Yeah, absolutely. If I was a dude, and I'm not saying this because I have hate for them. I'm just saying, like, because of my standards of being a woman and what a woman is. If I was a guy, I wouldn't want to date anybody in that kind of working field. I mean, for me, it's almost as if they have no self-respect for themselves. And instead of actually going out there and getting a regular job that you could be proud about, that doesn't expose you for money, it's like it's just easier for them to do. And for me, that shows a big, huge lack of self-respect. Like, I wouldn't want that, because if I was a guy also, I'd be like, you know what? I was like, nothing that you have is special. Because if you were on OnlyFans or any of those cam sites or anything like that, I'd be like, you know what? I don't even know, and I wouldn't want to know how many dudes actually paid to actually have to play with a toy with you online and to give you orgasms pretending it was them. Like, nothing that you have is special. There's nothing to the surprise. I mean, if I was a guy, like, why would I want to invest all this time, money, and effort into a woman when I don't even know what she's going to be like, how great of a woman she's going to be? When if I really wanted to and I just wanted to enjoy her for a while, I could pay $20 to just go see her naked and pretend we're having sex online. Like, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, like, really, there is no benefit like, think about this. I think it's more of a novelty thing, right? I think these guys want to get with these hoes because it's convenient, it's a novelty. They see what they do online. Like, oh, she sounds like that when she's getting, whatever inserted in her. Maybe she'll sound like that with me. Guys, it's an act. All right, fellas, women are great actors. Okay? They're doing this to get you to give them money. They're doing this for the money. They're not doing this because they actually like it. Well, some of them might. But, it's never a good deal. It's like, I'm sorry, it's not a Cinderella story. You're not, this woman is not like in desperate need of a Prince Charming. No, they just choose not to get a regular job. They're like inserting dildos in their ass, and they like getting paid for it. And those are just bad qualities for a woman to have. For some reason, they assume that their actions carry no consequences. That they'll be forgiven for their reckless and promiscuous behavior. And that's something that guys should not excuse. I'm sorry. Never excuse a woman's bad behavior. Coco, what do you say to that?
No, I think that's true. It's almost like women want to make these bad, crazy decisions. You know how, like, you and I were talking the other day, like, there's just some people that try to make themselves look bad by talking about all the bad stuff that they did, and they think it kind of makes them look cool. So I feel like in a twisted way in their mind, it's like if these women think that them being on an OnlyFans or being on a campsite or being a stripper somehow makes them look sexier in a guy's view. And so they're like, I'm just going to go ahead and just live this life and try to make as much money as I can. And, if I make bad decisions, I'll just figure it out. But eventually I'll just find a man who will not judge me by my past and will just want to help and take on all the responsibilities of my consequences from my actions. Like, does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense. And you know what? That's the culture that we live in. We want to shame guys for judging. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, she's on OnlyFans and she has 3 kids? Like, no. And women are yelling at men like, don't judge me. You don't know my life. You don't know my story. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm just saying you are a bad, it's like this. You are a bad risk for investment. If I'm getting in a relationship with a girl, right, and she has an OnlyFans and she has, kids, she's a bad risk for investment. One, she's extremely promiscuous. So when she comes to me, tells me I'm pregnant, I'm really like, congratulations, with who? Because she wants me to assume that it would be mine. But knowing that her past is her past, I'm going to base my response by that past. Knowing that she's a hoe and she's very promiscuous, it doesn't make me feel like, oh, all of a sudden she's changed and she's not sleeping with nobody else. Too many guys fall for that. They fall for like the shaming tactic that women do. Don't judge me on my past. You don't know my story. And I'm saying, guys, be very judgmental. Women are very judgmental. They judge the shit out of you. Their ridiculous standards on, the 6 6s, 6-pack abs, 6 figures, income, 6-inch dick. Like, that's judgmentalness. That's being very judgmental. So, fellas, be judgmental. I don't know what else to say. But fucking hoes and trying to wife them up is a dumb, stupid decision. And taking on the responsibility that's another man's responsibility is a stupid decision. She laid in bed with him. Why are you raising their kids? You have no say-so. Now, I get it. Let's say you have kids and you're a divorced man and you're looking for a woman that's good with kids, probably another mom. Okay, I can see that working out. But if you're a single guy, why the fuck are you getting with a single mom? If you have no kids, why are you adding? I mean, Rich Cooper talks about men complicating their lives all the time. This is an example of a guy complicating their life. I have a friend that is talking to this chick, and I had a conversation with him earlier today, right? And he's supposed to be breaking it off with her. And it seems like he hasn't ripped the Band-Aid off yet and just told her what it is. And, she is a single mom, and she uses her single momness why she feels that she can't commit into a relationship. But she wants all the benefits of the relationship. He's getting ready to buy a house, and she's like, make sure that house that you buy has a pool. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Hold on one second. I'm just reading a text message here. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So getting with single moms, bad idea. Don't do it. You can't spank the kid if they're bad. You have absolutely no authority, but you get all the responsibility. But see, that's something women want from men. Women want men to have all the responsibility, but no authority. And you can't have that in a relationship if you're a guy. Coco, do you got anything to say about these hoes and how they ain't loyal?
Well, I mean, this is just my personal opinion. It's not facts. I don't have statistics on it. But, I mean, if a woman is willing to, with no reservations whatsoever, be able to sell her body for money without caring about who it's with, then that tells me a lot about her personality, her lack of self-respect and standards. And the fact that she expects to not be held accountable for any of her actions that she chooses, that no matter what, it's almost like an entitlement. Like, they should be able to be a hoe, to make money, to take advantage of men and their emotions in this kind of circumstance, but also expect to get the guy of their dreams that did not care what their lifestyle was before. And I agree with you that I don't think that men, unless two people are already divorced and they both have kids, I think that there's nothing wrong with, mending a family together, But if a guy is single and doesn't have kids, I do not think it's the smartest move for him to get in a relationship with a woman that has kids, even if it's just one. Like, again, there's different standards when it's a guy and then when it's a mother, because a mother's going to be overly protective and be like, she wants you to, to act like the father to this kid. And even though it's going to be hard for, I think, a man mentally, physically actually knowing that really isn't my kid. But men are just, very great about being step parents and, helping kids. But, when it comes to a time where something maybe a mom would agree with, she'd be like, don't you discipline my child and don't do this. And then it's also going to suck and turn around for you because, oh, shit, man, I'm having an attitude one day and be like, well, you're not my real dad. And then you're like, speaking out of pocket. And the next thing you know, the mom's getting mad, being like, why'd you hit him? Well, it's the truth. Like, wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to be playing the father role. But now, because you don't like the discipline actions of what I was just doing, now you want to kind of retract that. You can't pick and choose when this can actually happen, especially if there weren't any boundaries that were set up beforehand. So I don't think it's smart for men, because women that are in that kind of industry are only looking for one thing, and that is for basically simp dudes that are just going to basically hand them life on a platter, and they can still continue to do whatever the hell they want. And guys are just going to end up being taken advantage of. If you want a wholesome woman that's actually going to be the things that you want in a mate, then the best thing to do is to go outside of those avenues.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if you want a wholesome woman, don't look for her on the hoe show. Okay? Like, if you want a woman that has, you know, standards and morals and, you know, I don't know, keep her legs closed on camera. Don't look for them in the strip club. Don't look for them online, because Instagram's full of hoes. Those Insta hoes are everywhere. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And, you know, some guys are like, well, to each is their own. Why do you even care? I care because guys find themselves in these stupid ass positions thinking that they could save a woman. Look, man, these women don't need saving. Okay? They don't want to be saved. They like being hoes on the stroll. Okay? They like doing this because it's a great income resource. All right? They don't have to actually fuck you. They get to fuck their favorite toy on camera and get paid for it. Why would they stop? I'm just saying that they are not wifey material. They're not a good investment choice. I mean, look at it as a business situation. It's bad for business. It's just bad for business. Good for their business, bad for business. And I'm sorry, to all the single moms out there, you made the wrong decision. You got with the wrong guy, whatever the case may be. You didn't vet him correctly. Now you got kids in tow, and you want somebody else to take on the responsibility that the father should have done in the first place. And you expect a man to be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Let me take care of your problems too. No. You're better off go fixing the problem with the daddy and have a happily ever after for your family. Okay? I mean, I get it. Maybe if he beat you or something, you know, he was bad like that, then no, you just made a bad choice in choosing a reproductive partner, and you kind of have to live with that on your own. But stop expecting men coming to save you. And men, stop thinking that women need saving. They don't need saving. They don't need you to save them. You can't save somebody from their own decisions. You really can't. Like, I know some people that are addicted to drugs. And as much as I try to tell them to stop taking drugs and clean up their life, I can't stop them from putting the crack pipe to their mouth. Just like you can't stop a hoe from sticking a dick in her mouth. They have to want to stop themselves. Coco, do you think these hoes need saving?
No. Because in all honesty, if a woman was in that position and she was tired of it, she's like, you know what, I really just don't want to do this anymore. I don't see how this is going to better me. It's going to better my life. I don't see a long-term investment for my future for this. I'm creating this kind of name for myself. You know what, I'm going to exit this and make my own path. People have that decision. I mean, I wasn't on those shows, but I'm saying, like, I have done that where I was like, you know what, I was in a not very good marriage, and I was like, you know what, this marriage isn't benefiting either one of us anymore. And it's definitely wearing me down. It's definitely taking a toll on me. And I have no problem leaving the security of this household that I have to better myself and to better my life. Granted, like I said, they're completely different, but you have to be in that mindset knowing that, in all honesty, we all have to take care of ourselves. We can't expect other people to take care of us for us. We need to take care of ourselves first. And if you meet somebody that actually wants to help you, you know, kind of help take a load off or give you new fresh ideas, that is a great thing because that's what partners are supposed to do. You're supposed to complement and help build each other up, not dig them out of the mud and try to bring them up because that's too much weight for one person, especially when they're still trying to get their own shit together. So I don't think they need saving. If they really wanted saving, they would exit themselves. Anybody that says like, oh, I can't, like my financial situation, this and that, like all you're really doing is just trying to get free money. That's all it is. Don't sit here and tell me about your financial situation because if you're on this campsite and you're still on it, and because if you're not making any money, you're not going to keep doing it. That's for sure. Most women are like, you know what? I'm exposing my coochie way too much and I'm not making enough money. I'm going to do something else. So it's not like they're struggling. They're just saying that because they want more simps to actually just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you poor thing. You're so beautiful. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, here, let me help you. What can I do for you? What can I give you? They're using it as bait. That's all that it is. So no, they don't need saving. Let them dig themselves out of the mud if they're really in it.
All right. With that said, I'm just going to wrap it up and say, don't fuck strippers. Don't get with OnlyFans chicks. And stay away from single mommies. All right. They all want one thing. They want you to take care of their mistakes. They want you to be responsible for them. And they're not offering you anything. All right. There's plenty of good, modest, loyal women out there that these men don't need to be fucking these hoes. All right. And you know what? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But you can turn your wife into a slut for you. All right. And maybe you need to talk to Coach Justin, everybody. But Coach Justin will work with you on that. But, every woman wants to be a freak for the right man, for their man. And she'll have no problem you calling her your dirty little slut if you're the right guy. Ain't that right, Coco?
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget, men should not get involved with Instagram whores because remember, you are not the only person sliding into her DMs.
Boom. She said it right there. You are not the only one sliding into them DMs. All right. With that being said, that's it, you guys. Stay away from the hoes. These hoes ain't loyal. All right. Good night.